Hey everyone, I've challenged myself to go live more often, so I just found myself with a little chunk of time here. Just got off a call and I've got yoga starting in about 45 minutes, so I thought I'd hop on because I have something I want to talk about. So I work with a lot of nanny agencies. I work with agencies that are just getting started, and agencies that are already established and want to either scale their agency or rebrand. So I am a partner also in a branding and marketing company that has a whole team that specializes in nanny agency websites, branding, social media, all of that. So I know a thing or two about websites. And today I wanted to talk about web development and how to create a website for your nanny agency that really pulls in the right clients and helps you to seal the deal. You need a website that actually converts. You need a website that doesn't just look pretty. You need something that actually converts visitors into paying clients. And I've had quite a few agencies come to me for website refreshes, and I'm like shocked when I see what their web developer put on there, they didn't really know how to write the content with the proper hook or with the right information that's going to make people want to sign up. They think that a lot of people have this idea that the website is just like an online brochure. And what happens when you structure your website in a way that just is kind of like an informational brochure type website is that people are just going to keep shopping. They're going to land on your website. They're going to have probably 3 or 4 nanny agency websites up on their feed. And they're just going to kind of click through and see maybe, I don't know, who's they feel better about. You want your website to really stand out and grab them with the right content from the very beginning. So I've made some notes here. I've got them right behind my phone, and I just don't want to lose my spot because I tend to go off on tangents, and this is really important information. So I actually made some talking points. So I want to break down exactly how to structure and word your website right now for maximum conversions. So one of the biggest mistakes that I see nanny agency owners make is that they treat their website, like I said, like an online brochure instead of a lead generating machine. Now, if you're going to spend time on a website or a social media profile, yeah, you want it to look nice, but what's more important than it looking nice is the content that you put there. You want it to be highly targeted, sales-driven content to your specific niche. Now, I know that the niche for nanny agencies tends to be broad. It's families looking for a nanny, right? But we can take that down further. Like, we can get into the head of, and AI comes in really handy with this. Like, who is my target demographic? Like, what type of families do I want to work with? Do I want to work with only ultra high net worth families? Well, if that's who you want to attract and that's what you want to work with, and you want to do these high end multi 6-figure placements, then your content needs to reflect that. If you're wanting to work with more of like the middle class dual income families, they're going to have different pain points and different things that keep them up at night that you want to speak to on your website. So to make sure that you're not just listing services and leaving money on the table, I've come up with what I call the winning structure for structuring your nanny agency's website. And I really hope this helps. And obviously, I do websites. I teach people how to start nanny agencies. I own a company that does nanny agency websites. I am available to give a quote to anyone who wants to do a rebrand or a website build. But if you're doing it yourself, or if you've got someone doing your website, this should be very helpful for you during this time. So here's the framework that I use for high converting nanny agency websites. The first thing you want is a clear and compelling headline. The first line on your site should be very clear. It should state exactly who you are, who you help, how you help them. We want to dig into the ideal client's pain point with this headline. So your headline should immediately tell visitors what you do and who you help. So an example would be elite nannies for busy families, personalized matches, stress-free hiring. Elite nannies for busy families, personalized matches, stress-free hiring. That digs right into that pain point of a stressed out, busy family who is like, we need help, we need an extra set of hands here, but it's too stressful. Like when they think about going and finding a nanny on their own, the stress takes them out. So something to that effect. I like that one. Elite nannies for busy families, personalized matches, stress-free hiring. Number 2, you need to have a strong CTA. CTA stands for call to action. And this is where I see a lot of agencies mess up, is that instead of a call to action, they list their prices. I laugh because everybody thinks like transparency and pricing, we need to do that. No, you don't. What you need is a strong call to action. You need to build value in your website. You need to show your niche, your ideal client, your customer that A, you understand what's keeping them up at night, and B, you have a solution, and C, that they can contact you to learn more about that solution. So instead of listing your prices like it's a one size fits all, consider having a book a consultation, like offering a free strategy call to a family, like book your free 15-minute strategy call with us instead of like linking straight to a price page. And when families, when a potential client asks, yeah, but I need your pricing first, the answer is we are a bespoke boutique style nanny agency. And because our services are so highly tailored to each and every individual family, we prefer to speak with you to create a custom quote. And that, again, like just that language right there builds even more value. It's not like they can click a button and you're going to send them 8 resumes and that's it. It's like, no, we have to get to know you. We need to find out if this is a fit for us, if you're a good fit for us to work with. The client needs to find out if they want to work with us. And we need to know what they're looking for, what their special needs are before we can give them an accurate quote. So number 1 was a clear and compelling headline. Number 2 is a call to action. Number 3, social proof and trust builders. Online marketing, well, let me go back to this. We live in a day and age where it's very easy to get your product or service in front of a lot of people by using social media. And that's great. But if you don't know how to build what is called in the marketing world, know, like, and trust, you can't get your customer to know you, like you, and trust you from the get-go, then you've lost them. They're going to keep shopping around. So social proof and trust builders would mean that on your website, you're showing testimonials. And I like screenshotted testimonials so that they look legit. So you want to do that. Media mentions, if you've been in media. Or one of my favorite things is a short video of you, the agency owner, talking about your services. This way they can see who you are. They can hear your voice. They can see that you have great testimonials, and they see that you've taken the time to create like a short video to put on your website, welcoming them in. And within that video, you want to speak directly to them. I work with families, with busy families who are stressed out and need an extra set of hands, but they're not sure how to go about finding that person. Something like that. So social proof and trust builders. And then the process. So I see a lot of agencies, like something popping up here. I see a lot of agencies on their website making it sound like there's a million steps that you have to go through to work with them. Like, you know, the process, how we screen our nannies, whatever. It looks like this big, long, like crazy thing. Break it down into 3 or 4 steps, you know, break down the process, like apply online or book a call with us. We consult with you in person. We'll search for your nanny and we'll send you candidates. I mean, not like that. Obviously, you can say it in a better way, but make it a 4-step, like 3 to 4-step process. So the family can, so it looks easy. So it's like, okay, all I have to do is book a call with them. They're going to get to know me. They're going to use that information to find the right candidates, and they're going to send them to me. And then they're going to walk me through the process of hiring. That's all they need to. They don't need paragraphs and paragraphs about what you do and what your background checking includes and how long you interview each nanny for. They don't need to know that. They need, if you've built know, like, and trust by sharing social proof and maybe a small video of yourself, a simple 3 to 4-step process is going to close a deal way faster than a long ass services page that is like so much that they have to read to understand. Just boom, 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 boom. Service highlights is the 5th step. So instead of a boring service list, Highlight how your agency makes parents' lives easier. So instead of listing out every single service you provide, focus on benefits like pre-screened, experienced, and reliable caregivers suitable for, nanny, childcare, doulas, household managers. Like, you can list everything that you provide, but make it simple. Don't do these lengthy, like where they click on, like, say they're looking for a nanny and they click on that and then it goes through like part-time, full-time, live in, live out, Just focus on, we have excellent pre-screened, experienced, and reliable nannies available now. And then you go back to your call to action. Book a call with us, book a free strategy call with us. We will meet with your family and create a custom strategy to find you the right person. Then you want to have, number 6, a strong about section. And this is something that we spend a lot of time on in module 1 of the Nanny Agency Startup course, because it is so important that you have a bio that reflects your personal why. So on your About Me page, or Meet the Owner page, or whatever you want to call it, think that parents want to know who is behind the agency. And that's where I'll go back to, like, putting a video on your website is a great idea. In your bio, in your About Us, talk about you in first person. Like, hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm a mother of twins, and, I'm a mother of 4. My first 2 were twins. I was a professional nanny. I decided I wanted to start my own agency because as a single mom, I was stressed out and was constantly having to find someone to watch my twins, and I would get stressed out about it. And then I found, I came up with a proprietary way to find the best nannies, and I decided that I wanted to help make other parents' lives easier. Your story is going to be different. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people within the Nanny Agency Startup Academy, and I can tell you, module 1, everybody's About Me, why bio is very different, because we all have different life experiences and we all have different reasons why we got into this industry. So you want to share your story and why you're passionate about finding the best nannies for families. And when you do this right, this is something that I'm really good at, and one of the reasons why people, one of the many reasons why people choose to work with me, is that I can create a compelling bio that's going to speak directly to your ideal client and make them want to learn more. And that's what you want to really focus on with your About section. Reactions are now, oh, cool. I'm getting thumbs ups. If I do this, does it make a heart? I thought that it did. I don't know. Sometimes it'll see your thumbs up or your heart, but it's not working. Hi, Allison. Hi, Michelle. Make sure your About section is strong and simple. But I think the big message here with everything that I've said is you want simplicity. You want simplicity, and we want authenticity. Simplicity and authenticity, the two issities, make a great website. Don't try to be like another agency that has a big, long website that's hard to navigate. You don't need that. 7, and this is the final thing, is that you want a final call to action. So another call to action and contact options. So don't leave your people hanging. You end with another strong call to action. So once let's say they don't click your book a call with me at all and going through the site, they're still looking, they're still reading. At the end of your site, at each page, there should be a really strong call to action, something like, let's find your perfect nanny today, schedule your free consultation here. And something that I've played around with, and some of my clients have played around with, is putting like a chat bubble. There's a company called TalkTo, TAWK.TO, that has a free chat bot that you can put on your website. So when someone's on there, it'll actually ring you to your phone. So you'll be able to see someone looking at your website, and you can chat directly with them. I've also had clients put a direct link to their messenger on their website. It's like, have more questions, don't have time to book a call, speak with me live here. They click and it opens up Messenger, and they can be in a conversation with you. The fastest way from A to B with sales is going to be getting someone into a conversation with you. You don't want them reading your website for 30 minutes and then clicking off of it because the baby's crying and then they have to make dinner. You want to have easy, fast ways to speak with you live throughout the website. I really like using I really like linking to Messenger because all of us are using Messenger, right? It's on your phone. So if a family can just click and be, then wherever you are in the world, you'll get a Messenger ping on your phone and you can talk to the family right then and there without having to get on a call with them yet. You can kind of go through kind of a pre-sale flow with them. That is something that we cover within the Academy. For those of you who are thinking of joining us in the Academy, part of the Nanny Agency Startup course provides scripts for sales calls, for selling in Messenger. All the things are covered there. But there's a whole art to that too. But we're talking about websites today. So in closing, your website should guide families from interest to action. If you're not getting inquiries, if you're, maybe watching your website analytics and you're like, people are going to your website, but they're not signing on or calling you or booking with you, then your site might not be doing its job. And most people's sites aren't doing their job. And this is not something that I really thought about in large detail until a couple of years ago when I started a branding and marketing company with a close friend of mine who's been in branding and marketing forever. And we started doing websites for big companies. And what I was seeing was that a lot of companies would come to us for like a refresh. And they're like, yeah, we have great analytics. People are on our site, but nobody's reaching out to us. And so that was one of the things that I quickly started implementing and then brought this to the Nanny Agency Academy. A lot of you may not know that I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur. Haven't had a job since I was 22. I've always worked for myself. Main business for 25 years was a nanny agency, but during that time I also started, launched, and grew organically many other businesses in many other different industries. And at this point in time, I not only coach nanny agency owners, I coach business owners in a wide variety of industries. I have clients in holistic health, I have doctors, I have real estate agents, I have plumbing companies, I have a nationwide construction company that works with me as a consultant. So when I talk about these things that can help your business, your nanny agency, I know it because I have vast experience in the nanny industry, but I also know it as a business mentor at large that I work with. I've worked with hundreds of clients in hundreds of industries, and these things ring true no matter what industry you're in. And one of the biggest mistakes I see that causes people to literally leave money on the table is not having the proper messaging on their website and the proper messaging in their social media. So everything that I just told you about your website should also be applied to whatever you're posting on social media. It should be a clear call out of the pain point of the customer. Like for me, the pain point that most people that are interested in the Nanny Agency Startup Academy have is they want to start a nanny agency, but they have no idea where to start, and they're afraid that they're going to have to pay a bunch of legal fees and licensing. That's pretty much what I always hear. So when I'm creating content, I'm keeping that in mind. Like, so a lot of my posts will say, like, do you want to start a nanny agency, but you're not sure what to do about the legal side? I've got you covered. And then they speak with me and I blow their mind and they're like, whoa, I didn't even know I could set my agency up that way. But it's a tease. It's like, I know what you're thinking. I know what the problem is. I know how you're feeling, and I have the solution. Check it out. Hit me up. And that's what you want to do in your website and in your social media. Thanks guys. Thanks for letting me jump on live. I'm going to keep doing this. I just want to be going live more often and connecting with my community more often. I kind of went into like a hermit mode where I was just really busy with clients, but I'm never too busy to jump on here and share tips. So I hope that this has helped you. If you have questions regarding, your nanny agency's website, if you want to look into rebranding or redoing your website, or if you're just brand new and you want help starting your nanny agency, building your website, social media, all the things, shoot me a message. I'm always here. You'll get me in the DMs. I don't have an assistant running my DMs. I actually prefer to do that myself. So hit me up. I would be happy to chat with you. And I hope that you guys put these tips into action and create massive success.